It is Tuesday, September 27th in the MLB, and I'm Austin from Calling Our Shot.
And I'm Logan from Calling Our Shot.
We're back with our three favorite picks of the day. We got two game picks, one no one for stunning, and one parlay of the day coming right up.
As always, guys, if you're watching this video and you maybe aren't subscribed, just do us a quick favor. Go down and hit that subscribe button. Really helps Austin and I grow this channel.
And as I re-record this, 92 subscribers away from 39,000. So definitely go do that. We definitely might not have earned your subscription in MLB recently, but let's recap yesterday. It wasn't a great day, an 0-3 day. Red Sox put up 8 runs, still lose. At the Braves team total, they also put up 8 runs. They come with the full game goes under, but they put up 8 on their own. And then Reds Pirates, no one for sitting, fails thanks to a wild pitch by Mr. Roansy Contreras, which lets in a sac fly. Man, it has not been kind to us. We're going to keep dialing in. We got 9 more days in the regular season, and these 9 days might last a while, but we're going to keep dialing in. We appreciate you guys as always for coming out to these daily videos. We'll be doing some more in the playoffs, so it'll be a different format when we get to there. Now, I do have a note. College football week 5 best bets will be live at 12 p.m. Eastern time, so if you want to check that out, that'll be live shortly. And we have one new all-star, Chris Wright. We appreciate you for supporting the channel. But Logan, look, we've been in a brutal cold streak. I know it's Tuesday, or hopefully we get back on track today. What you got?
Yeah, you know, yesterday we Red Sox SMH, but today we're going to a game that matters, right? We're going Mets versus Marlins, and I'm taking the Mets run line -1.5 in this one, +110 odds on FanDuel is your best value on this one, and I really do like it at that +110 odds. Look, as Austin's showing right here, you get a plus value on several of the books. Now, the narrative in this one, Logan's not doing a single lick or line reading. If he was to do line reading, he'd be picking Marlins. But I'm tired of betting on bad teams who aren't playing for anything. I mean, as evidenced last night as the Red Sox, they scored the runs. They just threw in pitchers that didn't care. So that's fine. I mean, this is a really tough part of baseball season to bet on because you have to figure out if these teams even care about winning. I know the numbers and the stats and the odds can say different things, but I mean, really, the players on the field is what decides it. So in this one, what I do know is I do know Pablo Lopez is on the mound for the Marlins, and he's really been terrible versus the Mets. 11.34 ERA and a 2.34 WHIP versus the Mets in 4 games. So the Mets have seen Pablo Lopez really well, and honestly, Pablo Lopez is one of those pitchers that if you get to him, you're going to hit him pretty dang hard. Back in September 10th, Lopez only went 3 2/3 innings pitched, 8 earned runs allowed versus the Mets. You know what? That's definitely not out of the realm of possibility. Again, if the Mets are clicking on all cylinders, they can easily chase Lopez out of there. The Mets in 253 at home in their last 3 games, but September wasn't a great month for them. Only 231 during the month of September so far. So they are getting better in their last 3 games, which is what I wanted to see because this Mets offense has been a juggernaut most of the year. But as all things in baseball, so sometimes the bats go cold. Now, several of these Mets hitters have great splits versus Lopez, right? Jeff McNeil hitting 563 versus him. Canna hitting 667. Lindor 353. Nimmo 318. You have several hitters hitting over 300 versus Pablo Lopez specifically. I think you're going to see a lot of base runners and a lot of runners in scoring position. Now, can the Mets bring them home for us and hopefully get Cookie Carrasco some run support? I sure hope so, right? Cookie Carrasco, 2.1 ERA and a 1.13 WHIP versus Miami in 4 games this year. So Carrasco's actually pitched really well versus the Marlins, and I hope he continues that. Carrasco just recently, September 10th, 6 innings pitched, 1 earned run versus the same Marlins team. So I'm expecting a decent start for him. In September, Miami has a 223 batting average on the road. They're 26 in OPS in September. This Marlins offense really hot or cold, mostly cold a lot of this year, right? And if you look at, late game, when the cover run might come or, Marlins try to backdoor us, Marlins 21st in bullpen ERA, Mets 11th in bullpen ERA. So decisive advantage for the Mets bullpen in that one. Look, guys, at the end of the day, I woke up and I'm like, screw line reading, screw betting on bad teams. We're just we need a winner. And I think the Mets are playing for something. They cannot afford to lose these games to, a team like the Marlins. So I really do think the Mets have a good chance to win and cover for us today. Now, a quick strong lean for me. I kind of almost went with the Pittsburgh Cincinnati full game under 7. I really do like that as a look. They scored way too many runs yesterday with a lot better pitching today. I do think those 2 offenses come back down to earth. But Austin, what do you got for us today?
So, Logan, I'm kind of in the same boat as you, as I'm going to be going to a game that does mean a little bit to both of these teams, although one team, it means a little bit more to them. But I'll be taking the Dodgers money line. And yes, I'm not really going in and diving into a lot of the different numbers. I mean, look, the Dodgers are clearly a better team than the Padres. There's a reason they have 106 wins to their name, while the Padres are sitting at 85. And while the Padres definitely could use this win a little bit more, as they're sitting in the second slot in the wild card. Similar to Logan, I can sleep at night knowing I bet on the Dodgers. They're getting decent value, which does feel like a trap. But look, the books have been setting out lines that felt like a trap for the last 2 to 3 weeks, and they've just been giving out free coin on the Guardians. They gave out free money on the Orioles yesterday. And I don't know if the books necessarily care too much this far into the season how many people are watching these or betting on these games. And it's going to be the battle of the lefties. It'll be Tyler Anderson versus Blake Snell. And the Dodgers have gotten to Snell. He's only pitched twice against them, 9 innings pitched total, 6 earned runs versus them. So we know Snell. He's fully capable of going out there, giving up 6 earned runs in 1 inning. This is Blake Snell. You never know what you're getting from him. And Padres are just 8-14 when he is starting. So they haven't done too well, haven't given him a ton of run support. They have won his last 2 starts, although his last start was a 1-0 victory. And we know Blake Snell, if he's going to be struggling, it's struggling with command. And he's going to walk people. And the Dodgers are a team perfectly capable of taking a bunch of walks, loading up the bases. And all it takes is one, big, triple, a double, a home run, and this game's blown out of the water. We see the Dodgers run away with this one. So I love them to get to Blake Snell. And on their side of the mound, they got Tyler Anderson. He's super solid. 3 starts versus the Padres, 1.5 ERA, a 1 WHIP, and the Dodgers have won 20 or 17 of his last 20 starts. And so I really do think Tyler Anderson can hold down the Padres bats. We know the Padres, that people love their bats. They love their, the talent they have on their team. Sometimes it just doesn't show up, and I'm hopeful it doesn't show up today. Also, when we get out of the bullpen or get into the bullpens, we know the Padres have plenty of bullpen arms that can come in and give up 3 or 4 earned runs, and then they're like, all right, what did I do to deserve that? I mean, that's what happens. You look at Padres bullpen, 4.29 ERA over the last 30 games. That's near the bottom 10 in the league. And then you look at the Dodgers, 2.76 bullpen ERA over the last 30 games, second lowest in the MLB. So, look, it's not a lot of line rating. I'm just betting on the better team here, and I think the Dodgers come out here. They're obviously trying to win as many games as they possibly can this season, and so I think Tyler Anderson pitches pretty well as he still tries to get that Cy Young, which I doubt he has any chance of getting, but I think he tries for it. So I really like the Dodgers. I know it's square. We're betting Dodgers and Mets today, but absolutely, what could go wrong? I mean, that's the state we're in the MLB so far. But look, we know what time it is. It's time for Nerfy Nation. We need to bounce back after yesterday. After Ramsey, Ace Flag didn't like what he did to us yesterday. We got a couple actually decent picks today, and we like this one. We're going to go to the Athletics and Angels to take the no-one first inning there. Right now, you're getting a -105 on BetMGM is your best value. You can see a couple other books a little bit more juiced, but -105 is the best you're getting on BetMGM. Now, let's talk about who's on the mound for the Angels today, who's, I believe we've taken a Patrick Sandoval no-run first inning before, and I think he's treated us right before, also not treated us kindly, but he is 19-6 on no-run first inning, a pretty healthy record this far into the year, and against this A's team, 2-0, so he's had some good experience versus them, been able to get it done. He also pitches a lot better at home, which is where he finds himself today, and the Athletics are a troll team, that's what they do, but 22nd in first inning runs, so I really do think Sandoval can come out here, pitch pretty well, get us those first 3 outs. Who's pitching for the A's today, Logan?
Yeah, we got Caprillion, right? Caprillion also has a decent record on Nerfies. He's 19-5 on the year, so a good sample size, and he has Nerfied for a large majority of them. And against this Angels team, he's 2-0 on Nerfies as well versus this Angels team, which you like to see. Now the Angels lineup is, stacked with power at the top. It's going to be sweaty for sure, right? Angels 12th in first inning runs. It's not going to be a no sweat bet. I'd be shocked if there wasn't at least one runner in scoring position. The over-under to this one set to 8. I mean, that's right in the range we like to pick them. Nerfy Nation, we need you today. We need to fly these flags. I hope these 2 pitchers can get us the 3 outs that we need. Let's hopefully fly those flags again.
We're 2 away from number 100. We need to get after. There were a couple others we did look at. We looked at Pirates, Reds. I think that one's a pretty decent one. And then I looked at Cubs, Phillies, which has a really good record for Stroman and Wheeler, but the value doesn't really reflect the record. It's only -120 when I think it should be more like -145. So those are ones that were like, why is the line so low? So definitely check out those. We like those, but we're going to be riding with A's and Angels as our Nerfy of the day. Parlay of the day, of course, is coming. We lost on one leg yesterday, my Braves leg. We're diving into this one. Astros -1.5, Tigers first 5 money line. Definitely, if you know why we're taking the Tigers, you'll understand. We're fading Zach Greinke on the road, as we always do. It's a system play. But definitely go check out Odds Jam, which should be updated within the next hour or two. The link's in the description. We appreciate you guys, as always, for tuning in. Austin, Logan, signing out tomorrow. We're bringing the brooms back. I guarantee you that. Let's get